Hey guys, Adam here with AmericanMuscle.com. Today I'm bringing you a detailed overview and installation of the Roush cold air intake kit fitting all 2015 and newer 2.7 liter EcoBoost F150s. In this video, I'll be going over the functionality and benefits you can expect from swapping out your factory airbox for a Roush kit we have here, as well as all the materials and construction that tie into it. I'll top the video off with the installation, which I'll let you know up front here is going to be one of the easiest things you can do to your engine, of course, so it will get a 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. The Roush cold air intake kit will be for any 2015 or newer 2.7 liter EcoBoost F150 owner who might be looking to swap out the factory airbox for a new and improved aftermarket airbox from a very well-known brand in the aftermarket world, while also picking up a couple of horsepower and an improved throttle response, all while staying 50 state legal, as well as not requiring a custom tune. So the first thing I want to touch on is the no tune required option. Since your 2.7 liter does utilize a speed density instead of a mass airflow, the changes to the computer happen on the fly, whereas the mass airflow would require a custom tune. Now, since you don't have to pick up a custom tune, that saves you a couple $100 in the process, so that does make this a direct bolt-on mod. So bolt it right up to the engine, you'll see performance differences immediately, something that you can bolt up and just go. And since it is 50 state legal, I do want to point out this is great for the guys out there in California or emissions restrictive states looking to pick up an intake to pass their inspection. Now, I do want to point out the 2.7 and 3.5 engines are the only options out there that are 50 state legal, so if you're running a 5.0 or anything bigger, you might want to check out some of the other options because this will not pass. Jumping over to the really important stuff here, the materials and construction. Now, as you can see, this Roush filter is going to be a huge upgrade over the factory option. Roush has manufactured this in a very specific way, giving it a multi-cotton gauze superior filtration system here with a wire mesh front, just to keep out all the dirt and particles that we don't want getting into the engine bay. In addition to that, this is something that will be washable and reusable, so all you'd have to do is pop it off when it's filthy or when it's clogged up, wash it out, re-oil it, pop it right back on. Saves you money in the long run as well, because you won't have to constantly replace the filter every couple thousand miles. In addition to the 6-inch filter I just mentioned before, this is going to include injection molded polypropylene materials for the tubing and airbox, all withstanding heat and staying durable over time, so it is something that is also going to be an upgrade over the factory materials. Because of the materials, that all factors into the performance benefits from swapping this out with your factory option. Now, swapping this out, you'll see improvements as far as throttle response is concerned, getting off the line just a little bit quicker with acceleration. You might hear a little bit more aggressive engine sound, but I do want to point out it's not going to make the world of difference when it comes to horsepower and torque gains. Expect single-digit gains at best, even if you decided to pick up a custom tune, which can help maximize that potential. As far as the pricing goes, expect to be spending just shy of the $300 mark, something in my opinion that falls right in the middle of the pack as far as 2.7s and even the 3.5 EcoBoost are concerned. There are a lot of options out there as far as cold air intake replacements, but in my opinion, the Roush option is going to be one of the better ones as far as materials and construction, right up there next to the Air Raid and some of the other brand names such as those. Almost all cold air intakes offer the same installation, something that can be done in about 30 minutes or so in your own driveway at home with very simple hand tools like a ratchet and socket set, and of course a just flathead screwdriver. Overall, this won't take you too much time. It's really not too difficult, and because of that, I'm going to give it a 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. All you'd have to do is remove the factory airbox system as far as tubing, filter, and the actual box itself is concerned. You can unclamp everything using a flathead screwdriver and the ratchet and socket set. Now, keep in mind the clamps and couplers will be replaced by the new products in the actual Roush box. Now, once you get everything apart and tossed off to the side, you can trash those, whatever you need to do, because the Roush comes with all new stuff. Now, putting this together is really going to be just the same thing in the reverse order, using the screwdriver to clamp everything down. Once the actual filter's into place, it already comes pre-oiled, so you don't have to worry about that. Throw the airbox on and you're good to go. Overall, about 30 minutes or so on the install and a 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. Just to wrap things up, if you're the owner of a 2015 or newer 2.7 EcoBoost F150, you might be looking to swap out the factory airbox system for a new aftermarket option with a brand name like Roush in order to pick up some better throttle response, acceleration, and better engine noise as well, pulling in colder air. Check out the Roush cold air intake kit, which is available right here at AmericanMuscle.com.